Okay, now we're ready. Now we're ready. Hello. Good morning. Woof, woof, woof. Hello, hello, hello. There's our Lola baby girl. Oh, Benji, you're going to bark too? Hi, everyone. Hello. It's Rita. And Lola. Lola, you found your voice. We had no concerns about that. Hi everyone, it's Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue here for today's Cricut Chat. Good morning, good morning. I'm going to say hello to my friends. Hi Sherry. Sherry from Canada. Is it cold up there? It's cold here. Ardeen, how are you? You're in Arizona now though, right Ardeen? Hi, Sharon. Hey, I got your message about mugs. I'm going to add mugs. I'm going to do a mug next. The earliest I can put it in is Monday. So, hi, Shelly. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm sure people will log in. It's Wednesday, so Wednesday's not a super busy day here. Usually, the people are trying to get stuff done before the weekend, everything, but that's okay because as long as we have more than one person watching and me, it's a crowd, so we have a lot of fun whether it's a bunch of people or not. And today is not going to be any different. We are working with files today from outside of Cricut Access. I um, I sort of I wanted to make sure that you guys understood the difference between them and how you can go about downloading. Sometimes you can get them for free, like this one that's here on this page right now. So I'm at a designer called Lori Whitlock. She does a lot of designs with Echo Park Paper Company. She's mostly been a silhouette file designer, but she opened up her SVG shop to others years ago. I've been downloading her files. She has a lot of files, a lot. So each day, right? What's going on right now is each day on her website, you can get a free SVG. And this is the one for today. It's a Santa pyramid box. Her files are very clean, and very like what's that, color block kind of thing. She uses some patterns, but these are simple files that can be put together very quickly, easily, so you can make more than one. And that's what we're going to do today. We're actually going to be making it. The lesson that I'm trying to show you is it's not just going to apply to the file that I chose. So, but I did choose a file that is new and try to find it. Here it is. The holiday gift card holder place card bundle. It's got a big name. But so these are 4 different files, but they're the same sort of look and feel to them. And you may decide, okay, I only want to buy one. Or I really love that penguin or that reindeer, so let's just go with that. um, and she does offer things in bundles. She often will have sales. For instance, right now she's offering for today 40% off all of her 3D files, and she does have a lot of them. But these are different files than what we've been working with like Dreamy Tree and SVG cuts. They're fairly simple, and sadly there's not a whole lot of instruction on some of them, and so that's why I like to show you some of them. Okay. Yes, and I love her stuff. Good morning, Leslie. It is cold here. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Dawn. Let's see. Donna, how are you? Who else is here? Deborah Mackey. Um, I opened my nutrition club. So if I'm here or if I'm on, his members coming for breakfast. Oh, nice. Hi, Bren. Hi, Bernice. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Adriana. Hello, everyone. Yay, Shirley's here. So just to kind of like recap. So today, if you're new, I see a few new names. This is Cricut Chat. My name's Rita, and this is my craft studio. I open it up every day at 9 o'clock to give you a little easy to learn lesson on using your Cricut. And one of the things that you can do with your Cricut is you can take files that were designed, whether they're free or they have a cost involved. You can take files and upload them to Design Space and cut them out. So you're not just limited to doing files in that are available in Design Space. Now don't get me wrong, there's a gazillions of files in Design Space, images and projects, and they're all really good, but sometimes you just kind of want to get a different like designer that maybe you just kind of jive with, and Lori's one of those ones that I really like. Also, as you guys know, Dreaming Tree is one that I like to do a lot of. And I also like others as well, not just limiting to those two. But just to use those two as an example, Lori's don't often come with directions, and sometimes you don't need them, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just a matter of gluing things together, whereas like Dreaming Tree has a whole lot of directions. So I thought that I would just kind of talk about what happens when you get a file. Maybe it comes in the right size, maybe it doesn't, and this is an example of one that I found. So what you want to do is you want to bookmark Lori's site. It's shop.loriwhitlock.com. WHITLOCK. And every day through, I guess it's like the 12 days. Yeah, the 12 days of Christmas, she offers this free file. And so it changes every day. Today, it's the Santa one. You won't be able to get this for free. Tomorrow, it'll be something else. But it's really cute. It looks like it's a little treat box with the Santa shaped like a pyramid. And so what you want to do is go ahead and put this in your cart. You do have to choose personal license, and we mostly just use personal licenses here because we're not in commercial, business. But if you are, you might have to pay for a commercial license. But most of the time, it's just personal. So then we're going to add it to the cart, and even though there's no cost involved, okay, it will show in the cart, and you do have to go ahead and check out. Okay, so I have an account with her, so it's already here, and it will show as far as payment that no payment is required. And so I'm going to place the order, and then once I get the order set, I have to go back here too. This is important. Once you purchase it, you have to download it. So it's one thing to purchase, it's another thing entirely to download. So we're going to go to downloads, and it usually opens in a new window. And here it is. Here's my download. It comes in a zip file. Most of these files do. And you just need an unzipping tool. If you're going to use on your iPad, you just have to unzip it in your files, or on your computer. It either will do it automatically, or you just have to run it through a zip file. All a zip file is sort of like, think of it like a suitcase. So it's like basically a big file that they compressed into a small bit of information by zipping it closed, kind of, so to speak. So then when you get it, like your luggage, you're going to unzip it and unpack it. That's how I equate with this. So we're going to download the zip file. And you see here, it's coming up here on my download. So I want to go over to my download file, which is right here on my computer. Might be someplace different in yours, but you'll see here, Here is the file. It's called LW for Lori Whitlock, Santa Pyramid Box. Now, there are a number of things under that file. There's a PNG, there's a JPEG. Oh, this one has a PDF, which is great. That's usually instructions. We can have a look at that. And then you've got your SVG. So you can't import PDFs into Design Space, but you can open the PDFs and have a look and see what it is. Let's have a look. So here's the PDF. Not much information here. So kind of not what I'm going after. Okay. But I do have it as a download. And so let me just save this. Let's go ahead and start from scratch and go to uploads right here, uploads. Okay. And then at uploads, we are going to go to upload image. Okay. This here is something entirely different. If you happen to have a question about it, entirely different. It has to do with doing patterns for print and cut. So I just thought I'd mention it. Most of the time we spend over here on upload images. And then once you get here, you're going to either drag and drop your files here, or you can also browse. So I'm going to browse. And I'm going to browse over to my downloads file again and look for the file. So here is the Santa box. And so there is what we saw in that file. You see the JPEG, PNG, PDF, and SVG. We want the SVG. SVG is the best form of a file that you can get in Design Space. SVG is simply a type of file, kind of like a document file, but it's called the Scalable Vector Graphic. That's what SVG stands for, and it's the best use. Now, it doesn't mean it's the only file you can upload. It's just the best kind. So we're going to then select it and hit open, and there it is. There's my file. It's already named it to LW Santa Pyramid Box, which is what the file name was. And we are just going to upload. Now, then what happens is your images come to this sort of image library that you create. So this is all uploads that you might have uploaded over the course of time. Until you delete them, they stay here. I wouldn't overuse them, to be honest. I think, there's I have a kind of a system where I don't overuse them. So if I duplicate it, I will go and delete them. And then what I do is upload, and then I create a file from there. So today we're going to work on these two. And the reason we're going to work on these two is about size, because let's pull these all into our Design Space canvas, and I want to talk about size. Oftentimes when uh, you're getting programs or files from other designers, there are constraints that they need to work under so that they work with Design Space. And one of the issues has to do with size. So you'll see here, this is great. It has this little arrow to arrow. It's saying that my file needs to be 12 inches. And this particular one, let me move these over here. Okay, so this particular one is indeed just over 12 inches. Okay, so that's great, but not all of them are. This one, if you look up here, the width comes in at 15.297. And clearly, this is telling me I need it to be 12 inches wide. So before I do anything, I am going to resize this file to 12. Okay, and now it sort of looks about the same size. If you don't resize, you may end up with very small or very large projects. They won't be the intended size that the designer intended. So this is a great solution, having this little arrow there. It's very upfront and tells you here's my reindeer, and this one is coming up at 14 inches. And again, I need to make it 12. So I'm just selecting the width, and I am just going to type in 12 and it will resize for me. And this is before we do any changes. So out of 4 of these, 3 of them were wrongly sized. So this one's at almost 15. So I'm going to change that to 12. Once we have the correct size, we can go ahead and ungroup and we can get rid of this. This is just for your convenience and understanding. Okay, so we ungrouped and we're going to get rid of our little arrow. We don't need to cut it. So it's just there for us. So here is the penguin. Well, how did this penguin go together? What? Oh, that's his hat. I get it. That's his hat. All right. So the penguin has a little pompon hat and a beak and these adorable little mittens. And then this is the main piece. Now you can't see because it's black, but this main piece contains these dashed cut lines that are going to they're going to serve as the score line. So this is another issue with bringing in SVGs from the outside. They are unable to designate certain lines and such as like a score line, or even as a print then cut, because they have to work outside of the constraints of design space. So what that means is you as a user have to make the changes. Okay. And so in this case, I know because I've worked with Laurie's projects before, but I know that this has some of these dash cut lines. I also can tell over here. You see this where it's a group and there is like something, it almost looks invisible, but it says basic cut, and then here is the actual image. That is just an indication that there are dash cut lines there. Now all you need to do here is you need to go to where there is, have it selected, and go to where there is a paper clip and clip on or click on attach. And then once you do that, I know you can't see it here, but once you do that, it will attach, and I'm going to show you what happens when you don't attach. So in this case, I bought all 4 of these as a bundle. And so what I'm going to do is create a 4-pack of these, and I'm going to go through each one. I've already resized them, but I'm going to go through each one and do this. Okay, so let's ungroup, remove this. I don't need it. Take this piece that has the dash cut lines. Here we go. See that? It has the dash cut lines. And I'm going to select it and then go over here to attach and attach it. Okay. And then I will just continue to do that with all 4 of these files. And then I usually just group them so I can cut them one at a time. Okay. Same here. Going to do that and right, ungroup, take away this. We don't need it anymore. Choose, pull out this piece, hit attach, and then group them together. And that way, once I've done that, I can just be looking at one file at a time because I'm using this eyeball thing over here. Okay. So let's talk about this reindeer. Now, a lot of Laurie's projects have very, very small pieces. However, they're also easy to assemble. So so often I will make more than one, and it's just these are really kind of fun projects. I want to just show you what it looks like. It could be a gift card holder. That's what it's designed as. This is supposed to be the gift card, um, but it also could be a like a place card holder, like at a children's party or something like that, or both. It could serve as both. And here's the thing. My son, now that he's 16, he gets gift cards instead of toys and such. And at Christmas every year, my sister gives him like gift cards and he loses them. Oh my God, drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. So from now on, I am going to give my sister some of these that she can put the gift cards in, because he won't lose something like this. In the frenzy, you're unwrapping and something comes in a card. Well, this is a great way to not lose them. I mean, seriously, we've lost so many. And I think when we move, we're going to find a bunch, like just like under furniture and stuff like that. So that's what I like about these files. Let's see, when I have another tip about cutting these files. So what I like to use most of the time with Lori Whitlock's project is 8.5 by 11. Whoops, what's going on here? One of my projects is okay. Let's go back here. I want to ungroup this and see what size this is. This is not the okay. So I use 8.5 by 11 inch paper. Now for several years, I've been telling you guys, go to Michael's and get the 8.5 by 11 inch paper. And I'm not telling you not to, because it's still really good paper. But what I've noticed is that they've sort of caught on to our secret, and they've not put them on sale as often. But their competitor Joann's has learned that they could create their own, and now they're in like sort of a pricing war. So this is a Joann's version of the Recollections paper, 8.5 by 11 inch paper. And this one is solid core, just like the Recollections brand, the Michaels brand. And this one happens to be brown. I got this pack of 50 sheets, the same poundage, 65 pound. And it's beautiful, smooth paper. I got it for, I think it was $1.97 at Joann's. And I bought all the colors because I thought, wow, this is great. I'm going to try these out. But one of the things um, that happens when you're cutting with 8.5 by 11, especially if you're cutting more than one thing, more than one of them, you will notice. I hope it's not going to give me that message again. Yeah, why is it giving me that message? Okay, I don't know why it's giving me this message. Because, all right, really, let's ungroup it and see if that works. Yeah, weird. It's saying that one of my images is larger than 8.5. All right, I'm just going to hit OK because I know that that's not the case. So anyway, so here is, oh, is this it? No, that's not it. Oh, okay. I have other things on the, I know. I have other things here. I have this on there, so I'm just going to hide it. Thank you. Yeah, weird. Okay. So let's go ahead and make it. So anyway, as I mentioned, I like to duplicate my work, because at the end of a project, I like to have a lot of things to either give away, or to mostly to give away, because my mom has become a big fan, and so I'll make two of everything. And now I'm making like 3 and 4. I'm just going to hang out a shingle and call myself Hallmark, because she and her friends at the retirement home are like, oh, what are you making this week, Rita? So oftentimes I will make more than one, which is what I'm going to do here. So let's change our project copies, which is up here on the left hand side. We're going to change it to 4 and we'll hit apply. And I want to show you something. So I'm using 8.5 by 11-inch paper, and you can see here that this is not going to work with 8.5 by 11-inch paper. So you could go ahead and move each piece of these, which is what I have done in the past, or an easier solution, it won't give you, headaches, is to change the material size. So over here is the material size, and by clicking on this drop down button, I'm going to look for the letter or 8.5 by 11-inch size. Letter 8.5 by 11. When I do that, it changes everything so that it will fit on that paper. Now, you might say, well, no, Rita, I want to be able to manipulate it myself, which I totally get. But for me, this works out when I'm using 8.5 by 11-inch paper. Because sometimes you use that 8.5 by 11-inch and something gets cut off because it's not quite as the paper is, because remember, you got this 1/4 inch all around. So if you're putting your paper up in the top left hand corner and your image is actually 8.5 inches wide, you could cut off 1/4 inch, right? So when you change your material size to 8.5 by 11, it only will change that color. So in this case, we have 5 pages, and to be honest, I find this annoying, and I would probably figure out a way to move this around, but it works out for these other pieces. Let's look at the black. And here, I'm going to cut this out 8.5 by 11. Now, if I wasn't looking and I cut this out at 8.5 by 11, going the long way, it would cut off part of this. So what I normally would do is just kind of move something or over so that it will cut everything out. But if I were to change it to 8.5 by 11, whoops, I did the wrong size. I did 8.5 by 14, which is legal. All right, here's 8.5 by 11. It immediately moves it all into the right box, right? Same here. If I wanted to just indicate 8.5 by 11. So it's not a necessary thing, but it will save your sanity a little bit if you do it this way. There's another one. This will fit at 8.5 by 11. I don't have to worry about it. But normally, what I would do is like re-manipulate them. So those are my 2 or 3 tips. One is consider your material size and don't shy away from 8.5 by 11-inch paper if you're working with the bigger machines. It's great paper. You can get some really nice bargains and you can create your own paper library without having to use a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. So those are my 2 things, and then the sizing is the other thing. So let's put these together. They're awful cute, and I want you to see how they go together. Really simple, but worth seeing how they go together. So let's bring you down here. Here we go. So we've got a Santa, a snowman, a reindeer, and a penguin. So let's put them all together. You notice with the reindeer, I used a little bit of pattern paper for his scarf, and then I used that leftover from yesterday. Those remember we used these 3 colors on our bird card. So that's what this is for. So the reindeer is here. Do I have all my little dots? No. Okay. So here's the main piece of the reindeer. Actually, I have 2 here. And there are our dash cut lines. So we're going to fold it, and it gets folded in the back like this. Okay. And then what we're going to do is fold it all of these cut lines just like this. And the way this gets put together is these are his hoofs. I don't know what the right word is, but these are his hands. And we're going to glue them, and it's going to create like a little pouch or like a folder, like a pocket here. Okay. So, and then we'll decorate the actual reindeer. So let's get our glue and start decorating it. So this guy is actually made up of, where is it? Where is it? This always happens to me. Here we go. So he's got this adorable little face, and then behind it he has this black piece, and that is so that his face, look at what happened with the mouth. Isn't that adorable? I kept it that way. I was like, ah, that's so cute. I mean, not all reindeer are perfect, right? And so anyway, here is his little face. I want to just make sure. Did I do this right? Yeah, no, here we go. Here we go. Just like this, okay? And then you'll see we're going to put those little dots there. But first we have to fix this. And I hope my glue's going to work. I heard we're going to get some snow. Maybe today? I don't know. But Owen is homesick today. He has a stomach problem. So we'll see. He went to the doctor's and the doctor said, yeah, take another day off. And I was like, okay, thank you, Dr. Morgan. He only has, a problem with getting to school on time. And, the doctor didn't realize that. So, oh well. So they know they mean well, and they're being very cautious. Okay, so there is our face, and we're going to take our little um, one gold. Let's see if we can find all three. So there's the gold, there's the green, and where is the red? Red, where are you, red? That's green. Oh, poop. Well, if I have to, I might have to use the gold. Oh, there's red. Yay. Okay. So these little colored foil pieces, and then also his scarf. So here's his scarf. It's going to go in right here. So let's put that one on. And then I am also, because these are small pieces and they're foil, the little dots, I'm going to get my little quick stick, my pickup stick. Where is it? I had it earlier. Here it is. Okay. So this is called a quick stick. They may not make it exactly like this anymore, but it is by We Are Memory Keepers. And it has a little, almost like a sticky side here, and allows you to pick up pieces like this, which is very useful when you are working with foil, because you want to keep it away from the glue. So here's what I'm doing. I'm just gluing these three areas where the ornaments are going to go. And I picked it up with my quick stick, and then I'm just going to pop it down, and I'll use my finger just to make sure it doesn't come off. But try to keep the glue away from a foil piece, because a foil piece gets awful when you get glue on it, and it doesn't ever come off the correct way. So that's what I'm using that for. Isn't that cute? And then I'm gonna take his head. His head. It's going to go in here. There is also an extra little piece here. I think it's just to kind of shore up the inside, to make it a little thicker. So this is, I think, optional, but I cut them anyway. Okay. I'm going to take the little head and glue it to the base piece. I think I might even need a little bit on that scarf. So this is pretty much a no-brainer. you know, I mean, there's really not much that you need to know about how to put these together. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I thought I would just show you because sometimes you're like, is this the right way? Anyway, this front tab is going to get folded towards the front, and then the hooves, whatever they are, paws, are going to get glued in place. So you can go ahead and put your glue like right here and then right here. Don't go too high because the tab has an indentation here. So, and then we're just going to press. Okay. And now we still need to put little black hooves in place. So here's our black hoof. Man, I'm really wrecking this. Hoofs. Hoof? I don't know. Whatever. Okay. This, by the way, is optional to cut out. You could use it, as I mentioned, as a placeholder, like if you wanted to put somebody's name in there, or you could also put a gift card in there. So there is the hand. I'm just calling it a hand. Let's just call it a hand. So I don't get all like, what's that word? All right. So there is our adorable reindeer. Isn't that cute? This is a fun thing if you cut all these out ahead of time. It's also a fun thing to do with a little because it's only gluing. And you could even use like glue sticks if you're worried about, you know, using liquid glue or anything like that. You could use glue sticks. Of course you could. If it's just, you know, it's just a little kind of a little tiny gift that you want the littles to work with you on. So there's that. Let's do the snowman next. And as I mentioned, I cut them. I cut many of them out so that you could sort of see. This is kind of what I do with Lori's files. So here is the snowman. The snowman also gets bent back like this, and then the hands. So they're all basically the same, just minor variations for the design. All right. And then the snowman, of course, is white. So, and there's our little piece that's going to go in the back and sort of just hold it, make it nice and thick. Okay. And so the snowman gets put together like this. And you see the holes here are for his coal eyes and mouth and buttons. Okay. So we're just going to glue this piece. A little piece right here. Okay, we're going to glue this piece right to that back. Just like that. Okay, and then we're going to close up the pocket. Whoops. And apparently snowmen need to wear mittens these days. So they've got nice red mittens for the snowman. Let's put that on there. And then we have to do all of his little extra pieces. His hat and his scarf, and of course his nose. So this is what I meant about small pieces. So this is a carrot nose, and it's just going to make this look fabulous. However, it is rather small. So we're just going to put a teeny tiny bit of glue there. Just like that. I find that Lori's projects are great for when you have a lot of scraps, like pieces of paper that you've cut out and you just saved, Uh, and like, cause she uses a lot of different colors and stuff. So, there's that. Consider that. I just hate to waste a whole piece of orange on a little nose. It's so annoying. And here's the hat. I think the band goes on like this. It's sort of swayed a little bit because to give that indication that it's round. So, and if you don't like these little pockets, there's something else, whether it's a gift tag or whatever, with very similar designs. A while ago, I posted something with Santa, um, a Santa that I got from Lori Whitlock. I don't know if you guys remember it. And somebody said, "Oh, you're missing the cuff on it." Anyway, it was actually one of these sort of from a file that I actually turned into an ornament. I can show you how to do that one of these days. But there's our snowman. Cute, right? And let's see, where's Santa? Santa, where are you? Oh, he's over here. And I'm thinking some Santa got mixed in. Yeah, he did, because this is the Santa one. So Santa again folds like this, and this, just like that. And let's find all of his pieces. So here is, that needs to be there. Might have to make some changes, but Santa is, this is his face. I always cut flesh out of, I always cut pink for flesh because I just kind of, I don't know what else to cut it in. Let's see, where else we got a little pom-pom, which you could cut this out in glitter, this part. That would be awful cute. And there is his mustache. So he's mustachioed. Isn't that the best word? Mustachioed. So let's put this together just like we did the other two. Now, tomorrow, while I'm putting these together, I'll tell it to you. So tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a kind of big file. It's sort of big, and I had planned on doing it this past weekend, but then we had, everything that went on. So I'm going to do it tomorrow. It's really a lot of cutting, but not a whole lot of work to put it together. So I think that I can get it done within the time frame. Okay, so it is the Christmas tree explosion box. It's very large. It's like 12, 14 inches high. It requires quite a bit of cutting and a lot of paper, but it's so jazzy. You're going to love it. Like, it's the kind of like a wow factor gift for somebody you don't know what to give. And it's the kind of like, you could keep it, but you'd have to find a storage space for it because it's rather big. Although I suppose you could put it on its side. Anyway, that's from Dreaming Tree, and we'll be doing that tomorrow. And that will bring us to Friday, which is a freebie. Now, I want to show you where you're going to go and get the freebie on Friday. It is from Dreaming Tree. No, it is from Barely Art. It's from the people that make this glue. Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. They have freebies, SVGs that we're going to get, and we're going to make a shaker card that they have designed with a snow globe. It's like a snow globe shaker card. And what's the other thing? That it has a Christmas cactus, a cactus that's decorated like a Christmas tree. And I just thought it was so cute. And we haven't done a shaker card recently, so I thought this is perfect for the freebie. So let's see, we've got a couple other pieces. And again, if you want, you could cut out the mustache and this, and maybe even the gloves in white glitter. That would be kind of cute. I mean, it would mean another mat that you'd have to cut, but still kind of cute. But these are cute because they're so simple, and I just love this sort of color block design. So there's Santa. Yay, Santa. I have these cuties come by. I think I told you they come by like usually on Wednesdays. So this morning they come by and they walk the dogs, and then they want to come in and hold the guinea pigs, and they do that. So I took a picture. I'll post it on my page so you can see. It's so cute. They're so cute holding the guinea pigs. Okay, and there's Santa. So cute. And the last one is the penguin, which I think is really funny that they always have penguins. Penguins don't live on the North Pole. They live on the South Pole. So funny. But they're so cool. Anyway, she does a lot of penguin-y types of things here. So again, folding at those cut lines just like that. This is a lot of black in this one. And let's get our little penguin silhouette. Makes me laugh. So cute. Okay, he needs, I guess he has mittens too. And a little beak. What else does he have? I think he has a hat. Where's your hat, buddy? What'd you do with, oh, here it is. A hat. Kind of a weird looking hat though. Well, we'll give it to him anyway. We don't want him to be cold. All right, so here's the hat and the pompon. So let's go ahead and do that. Put this on. The hat. That's kind of weird looking, isn't it? Oh well. So I'm going to glue him here. Just like that. I like penguins too. They're really a lot of fun. But it's just like I don't know. It's just kind of funny that, do you remember the year? I think it was the Santa Claus is Coming to Town, 1960s, stop motion photography program, and there was a penguin. I forget what the penguin's name was. And I think the fellow that ended up being Mr. Claus said something about, why is there a penguin here? Oops, look what I did. I glued it too close to the edge, and now it's not going to fold right. And if I pull it off, it's going to ruin it. So I'm just going to improvise and change where the fold is. And next time I'll pay more attention. Yeah, pay attention, Rita, instead of talking about a 50-year-old program. My son Owen is now into Charlie Brown. I was into Charlie Brown when I was a kid, huge. And so we watch a Charlie Brown program. He's 16, but he just thinks they're funny because they're not modern. I don't like anything modern, he says. Like, so for instance, when I listen to Christmas music, I just listen to the like Christmas radio on my Alexa. And anytime someone like Mariah Carey comes on, he's like, no Mariah Carey. We do not like Mariah Carey. I'm like, why? I mean, I don't really care too much. And he's like, no, she's too modern. He's like, get Dean Martin on here, Perry Como, Bing Crosby, somebody like that, you know. So he's very old fashioned. All right, so those are our four adorable, aren't they adorable and so cute? And look how quickly we put them together. I still have a bunch more to make, but there they are. So let me bring you up here. So I want to show you where we're going to be getting the free file for Friday, so you can go ahead and get it ahead of time. So we're going to go to barely art. I think it's barely.art, or you can just do a Google search, but it's barely.art is their web. I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, here is where we get that glue, and they also have, if you go up here to products, you can go to see all SVGs. And one of them that they have, they added some new ones. Ooh, look at the nativity. Who would like that? Kathy from Idaho would love that. Look at the reindeer card. Oh, so cute. And there's a skating polar bear, also adorable. And where is our shaker card? I suppose I should have just looked up the look at this owl. Isn't it cute? And let's see, here it is. This is the one we're going to do, and it actually comes with directions that you can, have a look at. And we're going to need acetate for this project, as well as some cardstock. So try to find a sheet of acetate to make these, and something to put inside to shake. So whether it's glitter or little pieces of confetti or sequins or something like that, or fake snow, whatever you want. You don't need a whole lot, just a pinch, but that's what we're going to put in here. So you're just going to go ahead and add it to your cart, just like we did with Lori. Now it's free, and then you're going to check out, and then you're going to download just like we did. Okay. And then as far as tomorrow goes, we are going to, let me go on over to 3dsvg.com, and we are going to look for the, oops, Christmas. I'm going to type in Christmas tree because I want you to see the two files that we're doing. So we're doing this file tomorrow, the Christmas tree explosion box. Okay. And it opens up, and there's a whole bunch of snowmen inside. And then the Saturday night project is this beauty. It is a Christmas tree luminary. It's huge. It's really big. I think let me just check the dimensions. 12 inches high by 8.5 inches wide. This is a fancy piece. And you are going to love making it. It's mostly just assembly. Cutting out is the big deal. And for this one, you do need something, or you don't have to put something, but he put a little pom-pom that no, not like a little tiny styrofoam ball that he colored with gold metallic paint. Okay. But other than that, it's just like red and green and gold, gold, and a few pieces of your favorite patterned cardstock. So much fun. All right. Santa's at home, the North Pole. I know he's at the North Pole. I'm saying that the penguins don't live at the North Pole. So why do they always include penguins in the North Pole? It's not Santa. I know where he lives. I know him. It's the penguins I have a little bit of issue with. Anyway, all right, you guys. So this is Saturday, and then and then this is tomorrow. The explosion box, and then Friday is the Barely Art winter Christmas cactus snow globe shaker. Okay, so we have a full week, and there's plenty and plenty of things to do. So we're going to keep you busy until Christmas, and I hope that you enjoy that. Also, before I let you go, this is your daily reminder: get your name into the contest. We haven't picked even one winner yet. So you have 5 chances of winning either a Cricut BrightPad Go or a mini Easy Press with mat. Each of those prizes are worth $100. We're giving 5 of them away. 3 of the BrightPads, 2 of the minis, and that they're all going to be chosen before Christmas Eve. So get your name in. The more often you put your name in, the better your chances of winning. This is a really good contest, and we don't usually get like gazillions of entries, so your chances are pretty high. All right, everybody. All right, take care. We will see you again tomorrow, and have a great day. What's the finish size? What envelope would work? Oh, for this? Oh, I suppose you could put this in an envelope. I had never thought of that. I was thinking you'd hand it to him. But let's see. For the snowman, which appears to be the biggest one because of the top hat, it is 6x6. So you might need a slightly bigger one. The the reindeer will fit in a, it looks like it's going to fit in like an A2 or possibly a 7-inch envelope. But the snowman's the biggest one, and Santa's about the same as the reindeer. So these two, if you are trying or you're planning on mailing them, these two might require bigger envelopes than these two. And I don't know which one's my favorite. They're all really cute, but okay, this is my favorite. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Hope you get some crafting in. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Faye. Bailey's mom. Hi, Bailey's mom. Hi, Nuane. How are you? Okay, so someone's asking about the giveaway. So I put the description and the link for the giveaway in the description of the video. So if you're watching this on YouTube, after this video's over, you would go to the description and you would find the link. Give me a few minutes though, because it takes me a little while after I get off to go and populate that. So, go have your coffee, come back, it should be there. And all you need to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you already subscribe and you want to get your name in, then just like, comment, share, do all that stuff so that I can reach my year-end goal. I don't think I'm going to make it, but I want to get close to 20,000 subscribers. So share, and tell your friends about us. We are the happiest, most welcoming, and friendliest group on the internet. I strongly believe that, and everyone here is just lovely. So do join in the chat, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye.